All right, so we have our next combo that we're going to get into. So we've just done our arm wave, and we look to the side, and then snap. We're immediately going to go into Mayas, and I'm going to do a left Maya and a right Maya. And the left and the right arms are going to go with it. So if I were to turn towards the camera to show, so if I'm going up on my left hip, the elbow is going to follow up. It's like there's a string attached from my elbow and my hip, so they go up and down together. So I have up and over, up and over. So these are just snake arms, left and right. We're just going to do just the left and the right. So I have left, right. And then I'm going to step forward with my left foot, and my left arm is going to lift up, but I'm going to snap myself to the side and do a hip drop. So what's happening is I've done left and right. I'm going to step and raise the left foot, turn, drop the right hip. So I have to turn so that my right hip is facing the audience. And then I'm going to repeat that on the other side. So I'm going to lift the right arm and step right, and then hit on the left side. So now both arms are up, and I'm facing downstage right. So that from the arm wave, and then look, left, right, step left, drop right, step right, drop left. We're going to do a rond de jambe, which is just pushing the foot forward and bringing it around. And we're going to follow with the left arm. So the left arm does the same thing. I'm going to squat down just a little bit further so you can see. The left arm is going to flip up and over, so my palm is flat, and then I'm going to curl it in to return back to that right side, or that right arm. So it's here, and then we go here. So the arm and the foot follow each other. So it's rond de jambe, and we're going to step behind ourselves. So it's rond de jambe, hit down again, and then we repeat it on the right. Rond de jambe, hit. So we're back facing this down stage right corner again. So when we've finished our arm wave, we have our Maya left, Maya right, left arm lifts, hit right, right arm lifts, hit left, then rond de jambe, hit right, rond de jambe, hit left. And then this is where the music changes. We're going to step out to the diagonal. So with my left foot, I'm just going to slide it to the diagonal, and I'm going to push my hip to the left side, so that front left diagonal. And we're going to do what I call a Dina hip circle. So Dina, after the famous Egyptian dancer Dina, she's known for doing these really big hip circles and even like sticking her butt out and shaking it, which is very risque. But I've always just called any time where I have a big hip circle where I lean over, I call it a Dina hip circle. Now, the thing we have to be careful about with Dina hip circles is that we don't do this. So this is not a Dina hip circle. We have to keep the chest lifted, so I'm keeping that chest up. So when I bend over, I'm here, and you can see my chest is still lifted. If I turned a little bit more to the side, you can see my legs are spread pretty wide in order to help me get that leaning forward and be able to keep my hips open and safe. But my chest is lifted, so I don't want to do this. This is especially important for this part of the choreography because we're getting a little bit creepy. We don't want to lose any power by doing this. Pulling in like this is losing your power. You're drawing your power within, you're not projecting it out. And we need to project it out, so we need to keep the legs fairly straight and the chest lifted when we get into this Dina hip circle. So what's happening is I'm sliding that foot to the left diagonal. I'm going to push the hip to the left, and it's going to go behind me. So I'm doing a counterclockwise large exterior hip circle with a lean, which I call a Dina hip circle. So we're coming around like this, and we're only going to get to this right side, and then I'm going to push off my left foot, and I'm going to raise myself up a little bit. So I'm in this really extreme posture where I'm pushing into my right hip, and my chest is lifted, and I'm looking up towards my right side. What's happening with the arms is I'm going to, so they're up. As I push into that left hip, I'm going to bring the arms down in front, crossing, so here in front. And then I'm going to open them out here as I lift up. And so I'm looking up towards my right hand as I come up. And then there's a little kind of like growl in the music. And we're going to press ourselves down so the chest comes way forward. And in order to protect my low back, I'm lifting from the chest. So this is a chest lift. So I'm not doing something like this. I don't want to stick my booty out. I'm lifting my chest up to create the illusion that I am really pressing my chest forward, but it's really a lift. So I've come here and I'm looking up, and I'm going to lean forward more and lift the chest, and I'm going to go elbow, wrist. So I'm pressing elbow, wrist, and at the same time, I'm going to look back towards the audience. Now, this is one of those moments of character. So you need to find someone in the audience, and you're going to stare them right in the face for the whole rest of this part. So I'm here, I'm looking away, and then I'm going to look towards, and I'm going to find someone in the audience here. So I'm making direct eye contact as much as possible with someone who is directly in front of me. So my gaze, if I'm basically facing this downstage right, I'm looking straight at someone this whole time for the next couple of moves. So I'm here, and I'm going to press, and I'm looking at that person. And then I'm going to allow my right arm to lead me up, and I'm bringing my left leg in and crossing my left arm over my body. So I'm here, like this. This is a very cabaret pose. You'll see a lot of dancers, they hold their liver. So like in a lot of Arabic countries and cultures, this idea of, you know, how we, well, Westerners, Americans, maybe it's different elsewhere, but we hold, you know, whenever we're moved, we hold our hearts and we're like, oh, that's so touching. They hold the liver. So on this right side, that's kind of what we're mimicking here. And I'm not like clutching it. I'm just resting that hand right there. And it's kind of like I'm so moved here, right? So we have our Dina hip circle, opening the arms out. I'm looking up towards that right arm, and then I'm going to find someone and press, lifting up with the right arm, drawing the left leg in, left arm wraps. And then I'm going to just gently look away from that person, and I'm going to start to turn my body a little bit more towards the front so that I can do a left Maya, right Maya. Now, I put a shimmy on top of this, but that is optional. So we are doing left, right. So I have left, right. So we're going to do just that much with music. We'll start over from the beginning, but let's walk through that really fast, and then we'll do it with music. So after we did our arm wave and look, we're going to snap. Left Maya with arm, right Maya with arm. Step left, hit right. Step right, hit left. Rond de jambe with arm, drop right. Rond de jambe with arm, drop left. Dina hip circle. And drop, looking up towards the right side. Press, finding that person in the audience. Lifting up, wrapping, starting to turn and doing the left and right Maya with the shimmy. Let's do that much with music. Stepping back. Left, right. Step, drop, step, drop. Rond de jambe, drop, rond de jambe, drop. Big Dina hip circle. We're gonna press, lifting up, starting to turn. All right, so this next part is a little bit difficult with timing, but if you listen to the music really closely, you'll see kind of how it's meant to go. So we've just done our left Maya, right Maya with the shimmy. So we have the left and right. I'm gonna do the rond de jambe again, and I'm gonna do the left hand kind of like what we did before, but it's not up here. So I'm gonna be here, and then the right arm is gonna drop, and I'm gonna do that Turkish window. So the right hand comes underneath the chin, left arm is gonna come up and over, and then up and over, and then I'm gonna open it out, and this is exactly like what we did in Satyricon. So it's kind of a little bit of a throwback to that. So we've done Maya, Maya. I'm gonna do rond de jambe, window, window and open. We're gonna crossover turn very similarly to the way that we did in Satyricon, but what's going to happen is instead of bringing the arm down the way that we did before, I'm gonna turn and I'm gonna bring my left hand up and over, and then I'm gonna do a vertical figure 8 with the hands while I'm in this extended posture. So what's happening is I'm gonna slice palm up at my waist, and then I'm going to flip it, and it's gonna come at about eye level, and then I'm gonna bring the arms up, and it's gonna curl the fingers in. So with just the hands, that's here, here, and up. So if I'm doing the Maya, so I have Maya left, Maya right, rond de jambe into window, window, crossover turn, flipping the left hand over, leaning forward, and I'm gonna go here, here, and up. And then there's gonna be a moment where I can do an undulation if you like, or it can be a look up, and we're gonna get ready to do another movement. So there's a little bit of breathing room here to add on that undulation if you feel like it. This needs to be a really gooey undulation coming down. So we have Maya left, Maya right, rond de jambe, window, window, slicing it ab and up, undulate down. And you'll notice that I have this left foot out. So I'm gonna just creep forward a little bit so it's a little easier to see. So I have this left leg out and ready, and we're gonna do a big chest lift. So this is like fat chants when they do the upper undulations. So I'm pulling the arms in, then lifting the chest, and then drop and push. And this is really exaggerated. We want this to be exaggerated at this point. So I'm lifting and dropping. So it's one, lift, drop. And I'm trying to make it really big. So here, and then here. And then we're gonna go high snake arm, high snake arm. Keeping the arms lifted, we're gonna do a chest circle going from left to right. So left to right, and then Omi, and the arms are gonna come back all the way up. We're gonna then do a fat chance style barrel turn. So that means my left arm is gonna come down, and this is actually backwards. If we were doing real fat chance or real ATS, we would be facing the other direction, but that's okay. So I'm gonna crossover turn as I dive the left arm down and then up. And then I'm gonna step myself around. I'm dropping the right arm, and I'm gonna come all the way back around to face the same way again. So from the Maya, we have Maya left, Maya right, and that's that shimmy one. And then window, window, and I'm really sinking into this left hip. And then vertical figure 8 with the hands, curling it up with an undulation down if you can wanna add that. Big chest lift, right snake arm high, left snake arm high, chest left up right, Omi right, tuck left to lift the arms, barrel turn, here, here, and back around. All right, let's go ahead and do that much with our music. We'll walk through it really fast. So after we've done our Dina, and then we come up, we do that left and right. We're going to do rond de jambe into window, window, and open. Turn, slice, slice, and up. Undulation down if you want to add that. And then big torso undulation into high snake arm right, high snake arm left, chest circle, omi, the arms come up, barrel turn, dropping left, right, and back around. Left, left, rond de jambe. Big Dina. Press. Turn. So we're following that oboe. Chest. So this next section is actually going to have a layback in it. Now, I know not everyone can do a layback, and if you're not really warm or if you've never really done laybacks before, this could be really hard. So I'm only going to do a small layback in the beginning, and then I can show you the deeper layback for this, especially because we're gonna start a shimmy on it as we come up. It can be really hard. So the important things with a layback is to make sure that you're lifting from the chest and that you keep the pelvis tucked. And I actually do clench my glutes a little bit in order to protect my low back so that I'm not really crunching into my low back. But you can't completely tighten the glutes because we are going to do a little bit of a shimmy on top of this. So you have to balance this between how far back you can go and protect your low back, how flexible your low back is, and how much you want to clench your glutes for that shimmy. So what's going to happen is we've just turned back around after our barrel turn, and I'm pressing the arms open, so I'm dropping the right forward and the left is coming back. And I'm going to lay back by really reaching the chest up, 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 and I can come back as far as I want to. If I need to, I can open my stance a little bit more in order to allow myself to go back further. So what that means is when you do your barrel turn, you're going to have to put your foot out a little bit to the side in order to allow for that layback to happen instead of going to the front. So I prefer, if you're not going to do a large layback, that you keep the foot in front, because this will form a really beautiful line with the arms opening like this. That left arm is going to continue the line with the left leg, and I'm arching the chest up, 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 keeping everything else in a good dance posture. So I'm here, or when I do the barrel turn, I can step out to the side and do a deeper layback this way. So it depends on how much of a layback you'd like to do. For this practice and for this video, I'm going to go ahead and keep my foot to the front and do the smaller layback in order to protect my back and then to also not stress anyone out to think, oh my gosh, I have to do this big layback and I'm not prepared for it and I don't know how to do it. So if you don't want to do a layback, you don't have to do it. This is merely just lifting the chest as high as it can go, thinking about like you're bending yourself over a barrel going backwards. So after we have that lay back, my arms are going to open, and then as I come up, I'm just going to let them float down. Now it's important here that we've cheated this left arm back and the right arm is out. So we have this beautiful long line. So I don't want to be here like this. So I don't want my arm coming out of my armpit or my hand coming out of my armpit. It's going to look too weird. So pulling that back. And we're going to do a chest lift and roll down with a shimmy on top. So depending on where your foot is, so we have this layback. If I'm doing the front leg, it's not a big layback. I'm going to lift the chest. I'm going to start the shimmy, and then I'm going to roll down with a lift and roll down. If you've stepped out to the side to do a full layback, you're going to come up, start the shimmy, and do the undulation here. So it might feel a little bit awkward to have this leg out and do the lift and shimmy, but it's just going to be how it is for this. It's not so bad. I just keep most of my weight on my right foot so that when I do that layback, I can press into my left foot a little bit if I need to, and then as I come up, I'm just going to return all of my weight onto my right foot. So I'm coming back, and I'm going to lift, drop the arm, undulate down, and then keeping the shimmy going, I'm going to turn towards the back, and I'm going to do, it's a figure 8 and a figure 8. So I'm going to go left and then right, and the right is going to be a little bit truncated. So I'm not doing a full left, right, as though I'm going to go left again. I'm going to go left, and then the right is going to stop here. And then I need to push my weight onto my left foot, and I'm going to crossover turn. And we're going to do a big barrel turn, but in the more cabaret style of a barrel turn. So first of all, we have our layback. I'm going to start the shimmy, undulate, and roll down. I'm going to turn to the back, and I'm going to press my hands to the left and figure 8 with the shimmy. And then right, pressing to the right. So the hands follow like this. So I'm going left, right, and I don't finish that the right side. So left and right. Lay back, coming up, undulate down, left, right, and then I'm going to cross my, I have to kind of push myself onto my left foot, and I'm going to cross over right. Now what's going to happen is I'm going to go barrel turn, and around. So it's 2 barrel turns and kind of a half-assed one. It's kind of just a turn. So I'm crossing over, and around. And this one is going to hit because there's that point in the song where it hits, and that's what we want. What's happening with the arms is so I'm here and I've done left, right, I'm going to cross. Now this barrel turn, I'm going to tilt my chest, and it's like I'm rolling on top of a barrel, and I'm keeping airplane arms. So my arms don't move, or they don't do anything like this. They're staying like this, airplane arms. So everywhere I go, my arms just stay right where they are. So I'm going to go over those windmill arms, so with the barrel turn. So I'm here, the arms are going to stay straight, airplane, and I'm coming around, airplane, and then this is the faster one, and I'm going to go here and then here. And I end with this rounded frame, this S curve, like this. Okay, so let's walk it through from the rond de jambe into the windows. So we're here. We do the rond de jambe, window, window, and open, crossing over, slice, and up, undulate down, big undulation, so that's that upper undulation, right arm, snake arm, left arm, snake arm, and these are high snake arms, chest circle, omi, arms come up, barrel turn fat chant style or ATS style, here and around. And then this is where I'm prepping for my back bend, so either foot forward or foot to the side. And then that little layback or back bend, coming up, starting the shimmy, undulation down, left, right, barrel turn, and turn and hit. And the barrel turn speeds up a little bit. So just be aware of that we're trying to hit, and it's gonna take a little bit of practice to hit this mark right here. Let's go ahead and do that much with music. Looking away. Right arm. Chest circle. Omi arms lift. Back bend, coming up, starting the shimmy, turn to the back,